Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Do you buy basil plants, or basil is what I think you call it in the States, and then after you've finished it and you're left with this, do you ever think to yourself, now what will I do with that? Shall I throw it out? Shall I plant it in the garden, and shall I have it continue to grow on? Well, I'm into waste not, want not, and I actually have grown these from taking the soil out, growing them on, and it just becomes a continuing process. The other thing that you can do with these is you can actually cut that and put that into water, and that will take no time at all before it starts to have little roots down there, and you can grow it to have continuous supply of your basil. So what I've got here is I've got this concrete, well, it's not actually concrete, it's a concrete cake plate, or looks like a concrete, it's one of those composite sort of resin sort of cake plates that is just the best container for all sorts of things, not only cake, but for me to be doing my displays in. Now I've also got some light bulbs here. Now I know you can get these from Amazon. There's lots of places where you can get these. If you're very, very clever, you might be able to take this little connector off and just get yourself, make it yourself. But look, they're really, really cheap. And the great things about these ones is that they've got the flat surface bottom, so that when you place it onto something, it actually stays without wobbling. Those other little ones, the bayonet ones, that's what they're called. I have used those over the years before these became available, and I've done all sorts of things at weddings, hanging flowers in them and doing all sorts of beautiful things. But when you get them with the wee base on them, that makes it so much easier. The other thing is I am into propagating things, and I do like to get as much of life out of anything as I can. And I also like to have something visually nice on my countertop. And you can see today that I've had a lovely time of playing and developing all sorts of new ideas that I can have for green, which actually is a really great colour for harmonising and balance. So let me just begin. I'll just put some water into these. And you might find by doing this method that you might have to fill them with clean water every couple of days, because it's the water that causes and don't put any green in with these, because if any green leaf gets in there, what you'll find is it will get bacteria, and it's the bacteria that actually kills the plants. Right, to start with, now what I've done here is, from this plant, I'll show you what I've done. I've just got into here and very, very gently just pull that little plant out of there, and gently just tease away all of that dirt that's on there. You could put it into there if you wanted to and not destroy the roots, but it will come right. But anyway, might as well just put that little thing into there like so. But when you do it like that, see how you get that soil into there? It'll settle down, but it's actually just watching it propagate and the little roots that I like the best. So there's one there. You might not be able to see it, hopefully you can, but there's one there with all those little roots that are slowly, those little aerial roots are starting to sort of like just grow and grow and grow, and I love that. And it's also great for kids. Now this one here, what I've done here is, that's another one that I've done, and you do have to be very careful with when you take the soil off, because this is what will happen, and it just will need a little bit of love to actually bring that to sitting up again straight. The other thing, as I said, is you can cut it off, as I did here. Let me just cut another one off. Cut that off. Take those little roots there off, the little leaves off, so that you've got a nice straight stem here. And then that can go into there like so, and that will be no time at all before that starts to propagate. And how beautiful is this going to be? I want that big one there. How beautiful is this going to be as we can all watch it propagating as it propagates to grow? In fact, I just want one more, and I've actually decided I like that little bit of dirt in there. Just adds a little bit of like naturalness, doesn't it? And then that can just sit on my countertop until they start to, I'll put that wee one into there, until they start to get a great big root ball onto them. And then I can plant them into pots and then give them away, or just put them into bigger pots and put them on my bench or my countertop, so that I've got them growing all year round. Hope you've enjoyed that. I love a bit of DIY that's cost effective. Keep safe, and I'll see you again another day. Bye-bye.